What's up? This is Alex Shu coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to talk about, why modern women are scary, And a lot of men, they just don't want to, they don't even want to pay for the first date anymore, okay? I'm going to show you a clip later, then you will understand. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Shu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore, you become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 55. I'm still super skinny, right? Look at that. I've been this skinny ever since I was 19. Never gained weight. Yeah, I don't have to exercise, okay? If you go to Amazon, if you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, you can see lots of Amazon customers review. Most of them give me 4-star, 5 stars. Anyway, if you're interested, you want to look like me when you're 55, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at bottom of this video. I'm going to show you a clip that I got from this guy. His name is Anton, and he has a lot of followers. I'm also going to give you his original video link, okay? So if you want to watch the original video, you can too. This clip is about a girl. The girl shared her side of a story, okay? Like, dated this guy, and then he kept on talking about how rich he is and everything. And at the end of the date, I took all the food to go, right? And then the clip later changed to the story of the guy. The man comes up and he tell his side of the story, and then you can tell how come a lot of men, they just don't even want to pay for the first date anymore because women are simply not sincere. I'm going to show you the clip right now, and after the clip, I'm going to talk about my point of view, okay? Anyway, here it is.
So this one time, I matched with this guy on a dating app, and we hit it off in the chat, so we decided to go out for drinks and dinner. He takes me to a cute Italian place. We get there for our reservation, but our table still isn't ready, so we head to the bar. This guy says that he's not drinking, which is a little weird for drinks and dinner, but whatever. I'm still gonna have a drink. He's already up at this point been overly aggressive on the whole, I've got money, I could spoil you, that whole thing. So I said, bet. I order tequila on the rocks, 1942 to be exact. If he wants to treat me, I'm gonna let him treat me. So maybe 10 minutes goes by, we're still at the bar talking, or at least he is. He has not let me get a word in otherwise. I finally start hinting around, shaking my glass, and he asks me if I want another one. I say yes because I'm gonna need it. Finally, our table is ready, we get sat, he's still talking about his money, his career, how successful he is. He asks me what I want. I say, why don't we get a little bit of everything? He said, okay, I like that. So the waiter comes over, he points to me, so I start ordering. I order some appetizer, entrees, again, a little bit of everything, and another 1942. At this point, he hasn't asked anything about me, so yeah, I'm gonna have another drink because I'm gonna need it. I'm feeling good, I'm a little buzzed at this point, and I think I can actually survive this date. The food finally comes out, and he starts eating everything, literally everything. I get up, I have to use the bathroom a couple times, I come back, most of the food is gone. He makes some weird comment about wasting food. He hates to waste food, but I haven't even gotten any. I'm starting to nibble a little bit here, a little bit there, and then the waiter comes over and he just starts getting to-go boxes and the bill. So I'm like, okay, I offer to split the bill. I always do that as like a courtesy, but he just laughs and hands the card over. He asked me how I got there. I said I Ubered, so I end up calling an Uber, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting. He's still talking about himself.
All right, so
it's there, we hug, we say our goodbyes, and I go to take the bag off the table of leftovers, and he starts freaking out. He was like, why are you taking that? So I said, I'm taking home my half. You ate everything. He starts trying to negotiate why he should get the rest of the food. I paid, even though I offered. At this point, I've just had enough. I grab the bag and I start heading out the door. He's following me, I get in the Uber, and I just sit there and I stare straight ahead and pretend he does not even exist. After some time, we finally get going, and no sooner than we pulled away, blocked.
Please tell me what I did wrong here, because according to her, I was the one in the wrong, and even if I had wanted a second date, she would never go out with me again. So I went on a date a while back with a girl I met on a dating app, and we agreed to go to dinner. Picked this nice little Italian place and made a reservation for Friday. We show up to the reservation on time. However, our table isn't ready. So we head to the bar. At this time, I was taking a 30-day break from drinking, but I told her I'll order her whatever she wants and we can just hang while we wait for the table. She says, tequila on the rocks. Okay, what type of tequila? She goes, 1942. I did say you could get whatever you want. I'm not tripping. We'll probably only be here for one drink anyway. So we're chatting a little bit and we're about 10 minutes in. I'm looking around to see if any of the other tables have gotten up. It's not looking good. I look at her and she's looking at her empty glass, kind of shaking it around. She looks at me. I go, do you want another? Of course she does. Now, me personally, I have a 2-drink maximum on a first date. I'm not trying to get hammered, but she's going for number 2, 42 on the rocks, and we haven't even sat yet.
Look like both.
She doesn't abide by the same rules. I order her the next round. 10 minutes later, I order her number 3. Right before they finally come to seat us. Thank God. We sit at the table. She starts looking at the menu and goes, let's get everything. I'm starving. Now, this is something I can do. I figured we'd go through the menu a little bit, find some mutual items to share. No. The waiter comes over. She takes the lead and quite literally orders everything, including another 42 on the rocks. By the time the food finally comes, she's on number 5 and it's visible. On and off, she's got the hiccups, she's extra giggly, and she's gone to the bathroom at least 4 to 5 times. 4 appetizers, a salad, multiple pastas, and 2 entrees later, they all get plopped down on the table, and of course, she's no longer that hungry. I certainly can't eat it all, but I'm gonna damn well try it because I hate wasting food. So I do my best, but there's a ton of food left. Before she can even get her next drink, I ask for the check and some boxes. At the very least, I'll have food for a day or two because that pasta was bussin', and I know it's gonna make a good dinner tomorrow. So I pack up all the untouched entrees of chicken and fish, a full pasta, and 2 full appetizers. I pay the bill. I say, let's get out of here. We gotta get you home. How did you get here? She goes, I Ubered. Okay, perfect. Let's get you an Uber and I'll wait here because I drove. So we wait for an Uber. It finally gets here and she's ready to go. We say goodbye, give each other a hug, and then she grabs the entire leftover bag. Hold up. Where are you going with that? She goes, I'm taking my food home. Oh no, I was kind of looking forward to that. How do I save this? So I said, do you mind if I get the pasta then because I really liked it? In between her hiccup spasm, she goes, I was planning to have that as a late night snack, plus I'm the one that ordered it. Well, technically, you ordered everything. Okay, that's okay. I'll just grab the chicken then. She's appalled. No, that's mine. I ordered it and you ate your half already. Whoa, I didn't even eat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like she used him for.
Way too much food. The Uber driver is now getting restless because we're in the middle of the street. Okay, is there anything that you don't want that's in that bag? She looks at me appalled again, and with another hiccup, she goes, I can't believe you're trying to steal all my food. She's visibly upset. She stumbles over to the Uber driver and she tries to slam the door in my face. Hold on. The Uber driver's looking at me like, can I drive away? Should I wait? We're both in this awkward position where we're just both staring at each other while the girl's just straight ahead like I don't even exist. I'm not going to get into a wrestling match over this food, but what the fuck just happened? Am I in the wrong here for thinking I was taking some of that food? Clearly, I must have missed something. So I send her a text. Hey, I hope you made it home safe, and honestly, I hope you enjoy the food. My message turns green. She blocked me.
Well, let me know what you guys.
Well, that's the video, okay? So basically, she ordered a whole bunch of drinks. She ordered a whole bunch of food, right? She said she did offer to pay half. Okay, the guy laughed it off, said, you don't have to pay. I'll pay everything. But at the end, she wants to bring all the food home. It's like she ordered so much food and, the guy, she and the guy cannot finish it. The guy paid for all of it. But at the end, she wants to bring all the food home. I mean, that's... she wasted the guy a lot of money, and then the guy does not even have the privilege to bring his own food home. He paid for it. And the guy asked her, hey, can I at least bring the pasta home? Can I at least bring the chicken home? She refused it. She just wanted to take all the food, thinking it's all hers. This is the reason why a lot of guys, they don't dare to date modern women. Because modern women, okay, comparing to women back in the days, modern women are not sincere, okay? They're not sincere. Back in the days, when I was a teenager, when I was 19, 20, I dated women, back in the days. Women back in the days are a lot different, They're very different. For example, my girlfriend, when I was 19 years old, I had a girlfriend. She doesn't even like She doesn't even like restaurant foods. She doesn't even want to go out and eat. You know, she just basically just come to my house and chill. She doesn't even want me to take her out to eat. Okay? And a lot of women back in the days, like if they don't even know you, like if it's, especially if it's a blind date, okay? Like if it's a blind date, she doesn't even know you. She would just pay her half. I'm serious. Even if I offer to pay for the dinner, like I offer to pay because she doesn't even know you. You know, you understand? It's like back in the days, girls are little they're just different. Like I don't know you, so I rather just pay for my own food, you know? So you're not gonna be like basically back in the days, a women they worry that you could be a stalker. Like I dated you once, right? Like if you pay for my food, then you might think that I like you for some reason. And later on you would just keep calling me, you would stalk me, you would come to my house and try to serenade me or something. See, that's the reason why back in the days women are a lot more sincere. Like, okay, especially this is a blind date. Like I saw you online and find you interesting and you go out with her. You know, she doesn't know you that well, especially in a blind date. She would pay for her half, even if you offer to pay. But she would just pay for her half. You know, back in the days it was like that, you know. And then if she gets to know you enough, then she would allow you to pay. Back in the days it was like that. But nowadays it's like these women, they just become shameless, you know? Like they date you just to use you to buy food. That's basically what they're dating you for. You know, nowadays it's like, yeah, first date you always have to pay. You know, back in the days it wasn't like that. Back in the days, if they don't know you that well, they don't even want you to pay because they are afraid that you might get the wrong message, right? Like, oh, you actually think I like you, so you could just keep on calling me. You call me every day and stalk me, and then come to my house and try to wait in front of my door, and you know, come to my house, bring me flowers. See, girls don't want that, right? I mean, especially if I don't even know you that well, okay? They don't want you to stalk them, right? Oh, that's the reason why, you know, I don't know. Modern day women are sometimes a little scary, you know, because it's like they become shameless, right? When you date someone, they're just trying to rip you off. They just order everything on the fucking menu, you know? And then they're so shameless that the guy paid for everything. She doesn't even allow the guy to bring anything home. You know? Can you imagine that? That's why I sort of miss the girls from back in the days. You know, girls from back in the days, they're very cool, especially if she likes you. Like she learned about you from her friend. You know, like your friend introduced you to her, right? And then she likes the way you look. She think you're cool. She likes you. She contact you, and guess what? On the first date, she might offer to pay half. Back in the days, it was like that. If she likes you for real, okay, she would offer to pay half. She would, I don't know. It's just that girls back in the days were a lot more sincere. You know, they're not like, oh yeah, guys have to pay for the first date. No exceptions. They're not like that at all. You know. I mean, back in the days, it was like guys want to pay, okay? Guys want to pay because guys, I mean, especially if the guy like you, he wants to pay. You understand? But nowadays, guys are afraid of paying. And girls are just becoming more shameless, you know? Anyway, that's my take. I'll talk to you later.